Hello. It's October. I got a cat. I was supposed to have a ghost too, but um, it wasn't working, and I literally only found out about it like 5 minutes before stream started. I was like, "Ooh, that's cute. Let me like throw that on there." But I got a cat. His name is Topher. Yeah, that's what's on the top of my head. I'm sticking to it. His name is Topher. As in Chris Topher, I guess. I don't ask. Anyway, well, I can't have him be there because then I'm gonna like zoom over here and that kind of sort of works. All right, so everybody say hi to Topher. He is not a permanent addition, but he's here. Uh, I just thought it'd be cute, be fun. We do start off the spooky month by being spooky. He's got eyeball tracking. You see that? He's currently tracking my face exactly the way that my model is, which is why his mouth is opening and closing. But he's also got eyeball tracking, which my regular model does not. So you can see him looking left and right and up and down too, I think. It's really cool. So you'll know which monitor I'm looking at depending on where his eyes are, which is funny. So the plan for today, as it is on the first of every month, is we're going to take a look back at the goals that we set for September, and we're going to set a couple of goals for October. I already know that there are I already know what a couple of those goals are going to be because there were a couple of things that I wasn't able to get done in September, mostly because of TwitchCon. It kind of threw a bigger wrench into things than I thought it did. So I was kind of out of commission, not just for that week or so that TwitchCon happened, from that like Thursday, well, realistically from that Wednesday to the next Wednesday, but like I was kind of out of commissions for a little bit longer than that, which ended up setting me back on some other stuff that I was hoping to get done in September, but will get done before the end of October. That's the idea, and that's the plan for today, is to set more goals like that we're going to get done before the end of October. Excuse me. Oh, that was a big sneeze. Whew. But yeah, that's the plan for today. So, let me switch the playlist here. I don't have like a spooky music playlist. I just have the This Is Halloween um from Kingdom Hearts 2 on loop. Do I have a spooky music playlist? Let me pause this song since we're at the end of it now. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Well, we can always lean into the meme. I've got a werewolf music playlist. Fucking go for it, I guess. I have not curated this playlist, so I don't know what all is on it. Anyway, let's get to the ducks, shall we? We're gonna go back to the Actually, yeah, we're gonna do the quacking the ice. This is a nice stage. I like this one. It's John. It's your boy. I'm gonna turn off the in-game music. There we go. This is spooky. Oh, Topher's got individual eye tracking. He can wink, but I can't. Well, he can wink with his right eye. His left eye is. If I wink with my left eye, he doesn't like that. But he can wink. Yippee! All right. God, it's bright. John Duck. I don't know how Topher feels about being in the water here, but I'm sure he'll get over it. Or she. I didn't check. Topher, you know, never mind. I don't want to know. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. As John goes down the slide, I want to play some hockey. I'm a little. I think I'm more than a little fatigued today, so I'm looking forward to a very chill stream. Because I woke up early. I've got a new. I don't know if I even want to call it like a part-time job exactly. It's more of like a gig than anything. I'm helping out a family friend for the foreseeable future, just helping out with like yard work. I'm basically a glorified groundskeeper / handyman. Damn you for streaming when I'm only at work instead of when I'm not at work. Damn you. I can't help it, man. Galahad told me about the shit that's going on in Satisfactory, so I might pop in there. I might pop in the Discord tonight to see what all the hubbub is about. So, because he won't shut up about it. So if you're there tonight, then maybe you'll see me then. He's been talking all this shit about what you guys have been building, and I'm like, damn, that I kind of have to like see it to believe it. But yeah, I got kind of a part-time thing helping out a friend of the family who's fallen on some hard times recently. I don't want to get into the details. Oh my god. Is that a bull? It's a bull duck. It's a bull duck, and I'm naming him Dozer. Hold on. Hold on, we got this. Where is he? Where is he? Show yourself. Dozer. There he is. Speaking of Dozer. But yeah, so I was up doing that, which was it's did some what amounts to groundskeeping. There's a lot of up and down hills and wheelbarrowing. And yesterday, I did a bunch of squats because I was watching Cinder stream, and she did a bunch of squats for every gift sub that was gifted by Twitch. Because that ended yesterday, the bonus subs for September. And she did a bunch of squats, and I was like, fuck it, I can do squats. Oh my god. We did like 200 fucking squats, bro. It was so many. So my legs and ass and lower back are sore and stiff, and then I went out today and did landscaping, so... Granted, it was only for like 2 hours, but still, I'm pretty pooped. Still got that mental energy though. I'm just pretty. I might not be able to get back out of this chair. Basically, is what I'm saying. So there's that. That's my story. Man, I'm kind of not feeling the music right now. I'm kind of not. I'm kind of not feeling this right now. I think instead we do some like lo-fi or something. Let me see. Uh. Ooh, you know what? Basomorph. Basomorph radio. It's a good little remix type deal. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit more. That's like on the edge of being too quiet because of the game, but it's fine. Satisfactory server is a crime against nature, and soon God will smite them for their transgressions. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that that's the vibe that I get from what Galahad tells me. You guys are doing some wacky shit over there. Anyway, without further ado, methinks, let's start talking about our goals. For September, we had set a handful of goals because I knew that I was most likely not going to be able to get a lot of them done because I was going to TwitchCon. And I did go to TwitchCon, and some of my goals had to do with TwitchCon, and some of them we ended up succeeding. Like, I wanted to make new business cards and pass out a bunch of them while I was there. There was a gift for Cinder, a birthday gift for Cinder, that I wanted to finish and give to her at the convention, and I got that done. Of course, that was like kind of on my own time. But that's a goal, that's an accomplishment. It was like a crafty thing, so I accomplished that. So those are the two that we definitely got done. There was another goal that was to get the video project out before the end of the month, ideally before the 15th, but before the end of the month. We didn't manage to get through the 15th, and I didn't end up working on it at all after that. If I had taken the time to work on that, I might have been able to get it out before the end of the month, but after TwitchCon, I was so exhausted. I practically didn't do anything. So that's a fail on the video project for, I think, the second month in a row, but I don't really count it as a fail for August because I didn't know how long... Excuse you? Yeah, thanks. I didn't know how long the project was going to end up taking me. Judging by how much work I have left on the project, if I don't get it done by the end of October, shame on me, because that's more than with the way that I'm on the part of the project that I'm at, the amount of progress that I've done so far, I should be able to get it done like pretty well before the end of this month, so long as I'm actually working on it. Being on the West Coast kills your soul. It moving from coast to coast killed my soul. Being on the West Coast, at least for TwitchCon, was a hell of a time. It was fantastic. But like the time change and the long ass flights, and my last flight ended up getting delayed. Ooh, that was tough. Whee! Kersploosh. Sploosh. East Coast, Beast Coast. I'm inclined to agree. It just seems like whenever anything happens, it happens in California. What up, Clay? We are quacking. We are a big quacking. Anger. Okay, so the video project was a bust for September, but I'm gonna try and get it out for October. I will be pretty disappointed in myself if I don't, because I've been working on it for a while, and then I've been just like explicitly not working on it for a while when I should have been. So I really want to get my ass in gear about that. Next on our list here was exercising 3 times a week, and boy did I nail that. Just gotta work. I'll be a beer when I get home. Oh yeah, yeah. Feel free. Yeah, if you gotta lurk or you gotta turn me off, don't worry about it. I appreciate you stopping in. Drive safe, or transit safe if you don't drive. I don't know what your deal is. That's not my. It's not my place to say. Uh, anyway, the overthinker. Hello. Oh, it's the woodpecker. Exercising 3 times a week. We nailed that this past month. Even with TwitchCon, at TwitchCon, I have my little Fitbit. Not, it's not a Fitbit, but it's basically a Fitbit. I have my little tracker watch, fitness tracker watch app thing. And while I was at TwitchCon, I doubled my daily step goal basically every day that I was in San Diego. So hell yeah, even the trip did not interrupt me getting those steps in, getting that fitness done. And then the week before, I got week before TwitchCon, I did it every. I don't know if I have. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up the data on that specifically. Because I did throw 1 or 2 calisthenic workouts where I wasn't wearing the tracker. I don't know if I remember exactly what those days were though. I know one of them was yesterday. Let me see. Look up the calendar here. First week of September I did 2. Second week of September I did 2. Third week of September I did 4, and that includes 2. That includes 3 of the days that I was in San Diego. And then okay, so it wasn't exactly 3 times a week, but it was enough to the point where it would average out to 3 times a week. So I would call that a win. Also, I think one of these days was skipped. Oh no, maybe it was that Sunday instead of the previous Sunday. I don't remember. Yeah, so I did at least 10 workouts across all weeks of September, which is slightly less than 3 a week. I think that it's like 2.5 or 2.6 repeating a week or something like that. I don't know. I'm calling that a win. We didn't. I didn't really weigh in every week like I meant to. Maybe that could be a goal for this month, is to try and weigh in, so that we have some more. So that I personally have some more concrete numbers to work with. That might be a good thing to do. But that is something. Fitness is important to me. And it's something that I have kind of been slacking on. Although I don't know if I would necessarily say that it's something I've been slacking on, but it's something I haven't been paying as much attention to as I have in the past. So I want to try and focus on it a little more. Like I want to make sure I'm dedicating time to doing it. Maybe it's just because of TwitchCon being so recent that I feel like I didn't work out, even though I definitely did. Like I said, I doubled my step count every day that I was in San Diego, so it's like I didn't set out to work out on those days. I just ended up getting a workout in just by existing. So it feels like I haven't been paying attention to my exercising, but I have been doing it anyway, which I guess is a good thing. But I would like to be more mindful about it. I would like to like dedicate, okay, I'm gonna work out this day for this long or something like that. And again, mostly cardio, trying to shed a couple of pounds in the belly. So that's where it tends to accrue. I am feeling I was practically dieting when I was in San Diego too, so I feel like I did shave off a few pounds, but I don't know for sure because I forgot to weigh in before and after the trip. Hindsight's 2020, you know what they say. Ah, okay. Next on the list was the Conla Lore chapters 2 and 3 on the website. Sorry to say I did not get both of those done. I wanted to at least finish chapter 2 because chapter 2 of the Lore series is like the one that I wasn't so confident in. It's almost done. It needs like another paragraph or so, but I don't think it's... I might have finished it as a draft, but I haven't gone over it again. I don't remember exactly. But chapter 3, I basically have written in my head, so it's just a matter of putting it on the page. But I didn't put it on the page, and I very well could have. So that's a bust. We did not successfully do that. So that's definitely another goal to get done ASAP because I want to have that all up and on the site for debut. Whenever that is. Haven't settled on a date for that yet, only because I'm still waiting on a few things. They're gonna take as long as they're gonna take. So, but it will be this month. The last thing, or well, not the last thing, but one of the last things here is the consistent cross-platform content, which is the weekly uploads of shorts on YouTube and TikTok. We did that. I think we missed like a day or two. I think like last week and then yesterday technically one should have gone up. But I didn't have any more ready to go because of TwitchCon. But yeah, we've had content going up, so that's always a good thing. So that's a win. That's a win. Success. Big check mark on that. I'm going to try and keep a consistent upload schedule for shorts and stuff. I'm going to try and make it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Around 1 p.m. my time. 1 p.m.? 3 p.m.? I think I was doing them at 1 p.m., but I'm not sure. But I want to keep up that pace. I think that's a decent pace for the amount of content that we get from streaming. If I can make clips, if I can make one clip from every stream, give or take, that should be a good pace. Is to have 3 clips uploaded a week. I don't know. I feel like thinking about that makes me feel like I'm not doing as much to entertain as I could, but I don't know. I've got some other ideas, but I want to kind of wait on some of them. I guess I should say I have some plans. Dance for me, monkey. Do I look like a monkey to you? Be careful how you answer. I don't know why I keep closing my GamerSupps cup. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not... I guess I'm still kind of finding my stride, you know? Because I do like having kind of a relaxed time here. But at the same time, I kind of want to be entertaining. I want to, like, put on a show, you know? I want to. I don't know. I want to have big, exciting moments more often because I feel like I don't have very big, exciting moments very often. And I don't know if that's just like me, that I'm just like not necessarily prone to that sort of thing. Which, if that's the case, whatever. So like, so be it. So I'm a chill streamer. Who cares? Uh, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I'm watching back my own clips, or watching back my own VODs to make clips and stuff, uh, it can be tough. Nothing when I'm thinking about what happened during a stream. Nothing more often than not, nothing really stands out to me. Or maybe one moment would stand out to me. Usually, if we're playing Fire Emblem, that's when somebody fucking dies. But we don't have to worry about that. God, I'm so stressed out about playing Fire Emblem this Friday. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we should continue with Ephraim's story or if we should just totally backtrack. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. God, what a nightmare of a chapter that was. But yeah, the upload schedule for short content is intended to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. One every other day, every other work day, every week for the foreseeable future. That's kind of the idea. It's that fucking bird. He's back. Can you at least knock the ice cube into the water, please? Could you peck that little guy off of the tree here? The guy up here. Can you no? You're just gonna leave? Yeah, him. Free him. Hi, Petunia. Ugh. Excuse me. Holy shit. You guys are speeding the hell out of here. Well, what? How are you guys going so fast? Oh, excuse me. What gave you all that momentum? I'm afraid to find out. Alright. Next on the list was the business cards for TwitchCon. Obviously, I got that done. I both printed and organized and handed out. Not all of them. Not by a long shot, but good amount, I think. I didn't keep track exactly of how many I gave away. But, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily important. I did buy, when I got them, I bought a little metal holder, and I did end up having to restock it at least once, so that's at least like 10 cards that I gave out, so that's probably a good thing. And hey, if nothing comes of it, nothing comes of it. But I just feel like I do better networking in person than I do online, because online is just so, it's like a party all the time, if that makes sense. It's like you're constantly, it's like literally talking to people online is like soapboxing. You're literally just on a street. You're in like Shibuya Scramble with 10 gazillion people all around doing all kinds of stuff. And you're there shouting into the abyss. And if somebody hears you, they're upset that they heard you. That's what networking online feels like to me. But when I'm in person, like TwitchCon, for example, everybody there is either a streamer or watches a streamer or wants to be a streamer. So it's like it's a niche of a niche. I think I talked about this last month. It's such a thin slice of the pie of the world that it's easier for me to put myself out there, be like, hey, I'm Kanla, I do this. Because the people there are expecting to see people who do this. So, that like they're predisposed, to use an SAT word, to being interested in streaming VTubing type content. So it's easier. It's easier on my psyche to deal with that in person, and I think body language is a very important aspect of that as well. You don't get a lot of body language online. You don't even get a lot of body language using a VTuber model. You can, but it kind of depends on rigging and art style and the number of expressions, and all of that kind of depends on budget. And the limits of the technology. I forget, I think it's Cilia was the person who did the Doki Bird model rigging. And yes, I'm bringing up the Doki face, but because that's such a distinct method of rigging. It's such an expressive rig job on that model and all of their other models. I know Vienna also had a model done by them, and recently Lucy Pyre had, I think, a V-Bridger update with her new model reveal the other day. So, yeah, the expressiveness, the body language, all kind of falls apart in the online sphere, even with an interactive avatar. Now, if you have like a face cam, if you're a regular face cam streamer, you can kind of mitigate that because, well, you have a camera, so you can just you can emote and gesticulate for the camera. You don't have to make do with toggles and stuff. So it would arguably be easier, but in person, I feel like you can really get a vibe for somebody, in addition to all of that body language and facial expressions that you may not necessarily get online. It's more comfortable for me, I think. Even though in the past it definitely would not have been more comfortable for me to be around a sea of people. And even to this day, sometimes it's not super comfortable for me. But it's easier when it's a niche environment like TwitchCon, where everybody's there because of Twitch. It's a specific thing. Even at anime conventions, a lot of people have completely different tastes in anime than I do. So it can be a little... it can still be a little off-putting because, well, maybe this person, even though we're both here, maybe this person has absolutely nothing in common with me. Which is possible at TwitchCon. There's a million people that go to fucking TwitchCon, and there's a million streamers that do a million different things. But I think because of how narrow the nature is, because of how narrow the niche of Twitch is, it's easier to find people who are closer to you in interest, because there are going to be hubs for specifically those things. Like there were hubs for VTuber stuff, like the GamerSupps booth was being one of them, because they work with a lot of I don't know if I would necessarily say mostly VTubers, but a lot of their partners are VTubers, specifically VTubers. And a lot of the, like, you get in line for a meet and greet to see a VTuber, then that's all of the other people in that line know who they are and are interested in VTubers, and more likely don't watch just that one VTuber that you came to meet. So it's easier to find the niche within your niche at a place like TwitchCon, or I guess even an anime convention, if you're willing to risk talking to the wrong people and finding out that, that we actually have completely different tastes in this thing, which is fine, but, you know, let's maybe try not to waste each other's time anymore, I guess. That's maybe the polite way of putting it. Okay, next on the list was consistent novel writing. That was a straight up fail. I did not look at, let alone edit or add to either of my manuscripts, either my completed manuscript or my work in progress manuscript. I didn't do any writing on that. Any of the writing that I did do this past month was focused on the lore stuff and finalizing the uploads for the website that I was going to be away. The stuff that I uploaded while I was in San Diego. Specifically that one article that I uploaded when I was away in San Diego. Didn't do a whole lot of writing this past month. I want to maybe do a little more writing this coming month. And then November, we got big plans for National Novel Writing Month. I'm going to try and do a lot of writing in November. Like, that may be the primary thing we do on stream in November is writing. As for exactly how we're going to do that, that remains to be seen. I have all of this month to figure that out. I would like to do just kind of writing sprints, but I don't think that's a good idea to do every day. I've been thinking about maybe doing a writing group type brainstorming session type streams where we all kind of come up with story ideas or elements and work on individual projects together. We could do maybe like a book club type thing. Maybe everybody reads a little bit instead of if you're not a writer or something. We could do that. Who's to say? Actually, you know what? Inktober is a thing too, where artists will draw or paint specifically with ink. So it's all like monochrome, it's all black and white, and there's a theme for every day. Or I guess there's a prompt for every day, and then you can run with it. I might try that. I might do Inktober, just to kind of spread my not spread my wings. What's the phrase I'm looking for here? To kind of broaden my horizons. That's what I'm looking for. To try and broaden my horizons a little bit. Maybe I'll try drawing some stuff. In which case, I'd better do something before the end of the night. So I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look that up like now-ish. Might be a good time to do that, actually. See what all the prompts are for Inktober. Let me do a quick Google search. Oh yeah, they have a whole website. Just like NaNoWriMo. What? Are you guys okay? What the fuck just happened? They were about to fly away. Hello? It's a bee. I saw the bee on Kage's stream last time they were playing this. Beautiful. Alright, anyway. Let's see. What the hell was I about to do? Oh yeah, I was looking up Inktober. Classic guidelines, Inktober 52 guidelines. Oh, Inktober 52 is one drawing a week all year long. Okay. Inktober class. Okay, this is a frame rate thing, isn't it? Everybody's freaking out. I need you guys to chill. I'm gonna open this on my other monitor. Splashing up a storm. Inktober rules. Make a drawing in ink. You can do pencil underdrawing if you want. I don't know what that means. Post it. Hashtag with Inktober and Inktober 2024. Repeat. You can do it daily or go the half marathon route and post every other day. Or just do the 5K and post once a week. Whatever you decide, just be consistent with it. Inktober is about growing and improving and forming positive habits. The more you're consistent, the better. Okay. Official prompts list. Inktober started posting official prompt lists in 2016. Prior to that, people just came up with their own ideas for each day. Printer-friendly version. We don't need to... Oh, that's for because it's black. It's white on black. The printer friendly version is black on white, so you don't use as much ink. That's funny. Uh, Day one is backpack. All right. Yeah. Might do this. Might do Inktober. Might just do Inktober. Might be cool. Yeah, and then the last one was the birthday gift for Cinder, which we did. Okay, so that'll knock us out for the goals for September. Out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically 7 that we have, we did 4, so that's better than half. 4 out of 7. Not great, but it's not bad. And I guess one of the you could count it as like 4.5, but we'll count it as 4. So there's that. What up, EA? Okay, now it is at this point in the stream that we're going to move on to the setting goals portion. Bro denied coffee today. I almost died. Yeah, well, I actually told them about how I started a new quote unquote job today. So I was kind of tired from that. I did a bunch of squats yesterday, and then I did landscaping for like 2 hours today. Sore off of the squats. Groundskeeping, more groundskeeping than landscaping, really. But yeah, and I got back home and I was like, man, I just want to like chill for a little while because I'm kind of hurting. I'm still stiff and sore. So I didn't really feel like going out again, but we'll link up later this week or something. Or maybe Saturday, Sunday, something like that. We'll make a plan. Let me stretch. Oh yeah, I can still feel it. The soreness is like crawling up my back, dude. This sucks. Ugh. It was all in my lower back, and now it's like reaching my mid back, and I don't know. I don't know why. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, October goals. Number 1. Well, number 1 is going to be the video project. I'm going to try and get that done as soon as possible. Well, it has not been stretching. That's more true than I'd like to admit. I should stretch a little more often. I should maybe like have a routine. Alright. The video project is number 1. The Calling the Lore project, chapters 2 and 3, is number 2. And number 3 is going to be Inktober. Because I think that would be a cool thing to do. Crunchy back, yeah, crunchy back. I got crunchy back for sure. I got crunchy knees too. Like I said, I did a bunch of squats yesterday. Oh man, my knees were glow sticks for the first like 30 reps. God, we did so many fucking squats yesterday. And I wasn't the only one doing them. A bunch of the Pyro Pups were doing them too. It's good to see. And they recently opened a fitness channel in that Discord, and that's definitely something that I would want to have in a Discord. If and when we eventually get around to making one. My ankles sound like that crinkly plastic. Ooh, I wouldn't like hearing that from my ankles. My knees, I kind of get that, because I heard a long time ago that there's like, if your knees tend to crack a lot, then the problem is that your quads aren't stretched enough or often enough. Um, but yeah, ankles, ooh, that would make me worry. Like that would make me worry about everything. Light work, no reaction. I don't know, man. When you do upwards of 120 squats in like one, not one set, but in one sitting, that's a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of fucking. I don't remember exactly how many, but it was close to 200 if we didn't break 200. Never mind, not light work. Yeah. And the first few I did with dumbbells because I was like, how bad could it be? Oh, it was bad. It was pretty bad. I ditched the dumbbells pretty fucking quick, bro, let me tell you. Oh, it was nasty. That's why I'm still feeling it today. All right, hold on. Let me tear out the September page because I have a couple other notes in here between that and I get ready ASMR. That was not that was not ASMR. That was an all at the same time kind of rip. That was not a smooth peel. That did not sound the way that it was supposed to. Need to work out more. Same. I've been doing a decent amount of cardio, but because I've been focusing on the cardio to try and drop weight, I have not been lifting, and so I think that I've lost a lot of that strength, and it's not the first time that would happen to me either. I haven't lost strength because I was doing cardio. It's important to define your goals and figure out a method that works for you in order to balance those goals, because yeah, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to be weaker for it. I don't want to end up being scrawny. I want to be fit, you know? So you kind of have to you got to play with it a little bit. It's not just about weight, it's about body fat. It's about body fat percentage, it's about muscle density, it's about that sort of thing. It's not about changing your shape necessarily, it's about changing your makeup. You want to be more muscle than fat. I think I technically am more muscle than fat, but still, it's still not a very healthy ratio. It's a decent ratio. It's better than it's been in past years, but it's not as good as it could be. It's not as good as it ought to be. Cardio is fun. Cardio can be fun. It kind of depends on what you like to do for cardio. I like to walk and run, and it took me a it took me a lot of dedication to learn to love running. And even still, I wouldn't necessarily say I love it, but I do like it. It's my preferred method of cardio is, and I guess you could say cross-country running as opposed to like running on a treadmill. I really do not like treadmills or elliptical machines if I can help it. I would rather go out and run laps. I'd do laps on a track if I like had one. I think there's one at the high school, but I don't want to be some strange man running laps at the high school. That would be strange. I mean, if I'd like talked to people at the school, then there probably wouldn't be an issue. But fall's coming, school's starting up again, so I don't want to. I wouldn't want to do that. I would feel weird about it. That's all. Uh, but yeah, I do running around my neighborhood. I've got a couple of like hiking trails. Yeah, one or two in town and one or two in the next town over or so that aren't too far away. So we do that every once in a while. Two friends that are kind of person who can out eat a Roman banquet at about 60 kg. Like why must why must my actions have consequences? 60 kg is what's 60 kg? Somewhere around 130 pounds. I need to do conversions for my own like frame of reference. It's 2.2. Yeah, 132 pounds, to be precise. Ugh, 132 pounds. Damn, at my heaviest, I was 100 pounds heavier than that, which would be... Hold on, let me convert that back for you so you don't have to. It's about 105 kilos was the heaviest I'd ever been. And I don't know what I am right now, but I'm probably around 200 pounds, which would be about 91 kilos. I'm probably between 91 and 95 kilos. It's weird to say it out loud like that because I'm so used to talking about pounds. All right. So, for October goals, we got the video project, the lore project, and Inktober. What else do we want to work on? I think that's everything that we needed to work on. Inktober's not a need, but those first two are like, I want to get those done before the end of the month. Especially the video project, because I'm trying to get on my ass about that. 85 kilos myself. That's what I'm trying to get down to, is around there. 85. If 85 is about 187, I'm trying to get down to a 180, so that'd probably be like 82-ish kilos. That was my final goal, was like 82-ish. I think if I did my math in my head right. Inktober sounds like fun. Yeah, I've never done it before, but I always see artists posting about it on Twitter. And you know what? Why not, right? Just because I am not an artist doesn't mean I can't do it anyway. Maybe try and learn a thing or two while I'm doing it. Ball out of control. I'm balling. Anyway, right up stab at it, go for it. Apparently they have an official website, not unlike National Novel Writing Month. So they got an official website with official prompts, or you can just make shit up every day. Do I have like a sketchbook or something I could do that in? I might have a spare notebook, or a sketchbook that I could do Inktober in. I'll have to see. That's something that I could like dedicate to Inktober. And I'll upload. I'll take snapshots of each page and I'll upload it on a daily. That sounds like fun. What else do I want to get done this month? I want to maintain the exercise schedule. I'm going to write that down. Anyway, have you been? Haven't been here in a little while. I've been good. Been kind of been on the back foot since TwitchCon. I didn't get sick exactly, but all the travel, I'm not used to all that travel, so it really kind of put me out of commission for longer than I wanted it to. But I think I'm finally getting over that now that we're at the beginning of a new month. Seasons changing, the wind's howling, there's a chill in the air. I'm excited. I don't even have anything specific. Well, I actually do have one thing specifically planned for October. Check out my channel trailer if you haven't seen it. Or my Twitter. Wink, wink. I can't wink, but the cat can. That's why the cat's here, by the way, if anybody was wondering. That's Topher. He's here for Halloween. I don't know if I want to keep him around the whole time, but I just saw him earlier today and thought it would be cute to include him. Anyway. So ready for spooky season? Hell yeah. I actually have like a costume that I'm thinking about doing this year. Unsurprisingly, it's a werewolf costume. But like I kind of have like I have stuff just like in my closet that I can use to make it work, which is always fun. That'll be exciting. Halloween in my town. All right, without getting too specific. Um Several years back, I don't remember how many at this point. We had hurricane damage. Because I live on the East Coast, so occasionally in September, I don't live in like hurricane territory like Florida or all those southern end, where we get like serious, like life threatening damage, like it's a serious concern. Uh, Speaking of which, that most recent storm Helene, I think, that there's been I've been seeing a lot about that. That's very, if anybody can spare any support, definitely try and donate to somebody out there. Um, but occasionally, if a storm wills it where I am, we do get some damage. And several years back, we got some pretty significant damage around Halloween, which prevented a lot of the kids from safely going out and trick-or-treating. So, a bunch of the adults, I think like on the PTO board or whatever at the local elementary school and middle school, um, came up with something called the Trunk or Treat, which basically parents would load up the backs of their cars with candy, or the trunks of their cars. They'd put candy in the trunks of their cars, and they would duck you. What the? What the? What the? How rude! Hold on, I'm interrupting my story to do this. Where is he? Where are you? Hello? Wait. Oh, you. Mallard Ducker. Got him. Anyway, bunch of the adults on the PTO came up with a concept called Trunk or Treat, where a bunch of grown-ups would put a bunch of candy in the trunks of their cars, and they would all drive to the center of town, and they would let the kids walk safely through the center of town and trick-or-treat out of cars instead of wandering down all of the roads where maybe there were fallen trees or damaged trees or like mudslides or something, or God forbid downed power lines, anything like that. Anytime it was very unsafe, rather than having to sacrifice Halloween altogether, a bunch of the parents came up with that idea to just have it be localized and safe for the kids to do. And basically ever since then, they've been doing it every year. So kids in my town don't really do trick-or-treating very much anymore, because the trunk or treat is so big, everybody just kind of goes downtown and does that instead. So not a lot of kids will go house to house anymore, which is kind of sad. But I mean, it's a good thing that it happened, because you know, it was for the kids' safety. But it's kind of sad that you don't get that whole spooky experience anymore. Holy quackerel! What up, Tobias? Excuse me. I was just talking about the trunk or treat in my town. You know what a trunk or treat is? Do you guys have that? Does anybody have that besides me? I'm sure other people. I've heard of other places that do it. But yeah, that was a big trunk or treat is pretty common since COVID. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Because I was just saying how my town started it back when we had some pretty severe hurricane damage several years ago. That's when we started it. But yeah, COVID probably made that even more popular. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, so it's not like I'm not expecting a lot of kids to end up coming around so that I can show off my spooky costume idea or anything. But maybe I'll just dress up anyway, take a couple of pictures or something. Just what is this cat? This is Topher. He's here for the spooky season. I don't know if I'm going to keep him around. I just saw him earlier today, and I thought I would introduce him. He can wink. He's better than me. He can wink, and he has eyeball tracking. It's awesome. Don't. How did you guys get over there? Hello? Are you cozy? You know what? I'm not asking any questions. Tobias, we're doing Inktober this year. That's on my goals list. I'm going to do it. And you should do it with me. I'm going to live hell until December. What? Doing Inktober and NaNoWriMo? Hell yeah. What up, Gilgamesh? He's quacking in. I got 3 goals set up. There was another... I mean, there's other stuff that I have to do in the background for The Thing. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Later this month. But like I said, I don't have a solid date for that yet. You guys will be the first to know. So it's gonna be... There's a couple of things I gotta keep in the background. Are we drawing today? I'm gonna use the list of official... Hello? What the fuck? What was that interaction? Are fucking ghosts here? What? Anyway, I'm gonna use the the list of official prompts that they have on the website. Goals, you say? Goals are meant to be broken. True. And we broke 4 out of the 7 that we had last month, so that's a pretty good streak. Yeah, backpack. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I have like a dedicated notebook that I can. I'm gonna see if I have a blank notebook or sketchbook that I can dedicate to this, because I do tend to have some of those lying around. Oh, actually, I do have I do have like a sketchbook that's got like 100 pages in it, so that should be fine. You shouldn't draw right now at 7 p.m. You have less than 5 hours until day 2. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now. I mean, I'm gonna do something before the end of today, and then I'll do something in the middle of the day tomorrow. Or I could do 2 tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna make it too detailed because I'm an amateur. Like, I don't do art on the regular, so this is more like this is gonna be kind of a trying to learn while I'm doing it. Hot VR's Drawtober, where every day you draw a character from an anime of different genres. Ooh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Also, Hot VR. I think I follow Hot VR on Twitter. I think I know who that is. I think. I'm not sure. Sounds familiar. So I drew Toga Himiko from My Hero Academia because the theme was shonen. Classic. Whoa! Goomish, thank you for the gift sub. You get you gifted a total of 259 subs in this channel. Oh my god. That's insane. Tomorrow's shoujo. I have no idea what I'm gonna draw. I don't watch shoujo anime. What counts as shoujo? So what immediately springs to mind is Sailor Moon, but I don't think that. I think that's Magical Girl. I don't think that counts as shoujo. I think shoujo is more like. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure. Shoujo's a demographic. Yeah, so it's like. Yeah, it can be shoujo. Okay, so yeah, so it's like it's a little broader. You know, just what were you saying? We were talking about. I said that you gifted 259 subs in this channel in total. It tells me on the thing, which is fucking insane. And thank you so much for that. 10 more. 10. What do you mean 10 more? Oh, for oh. See at 269. I see. I see. I see what your game plan is. If only we had had this conversation yesterday, then you could have got a discount for September. But it's over now. It's all over now. I didn't do a very good job of advertising that last month. I think I brought it up like one time. I don't know. I was focused on TwitchCon. TwitchCon next year is going to be in October, though, so it won't overlap with September. I'd like to go to TwitchCon next year. I don't have any. I am not currently in a financially stable enough position to. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? How did you get here? They're fucking dead. They're fucking dead. Okay, well, that was traumatic, and I completely forgot what the hell I was talking about. Apparently AniList doesn't have demographic tags. MAL it is. I still use MAL. To this day, I use MAL. Not that I really watch a lot of anime. I still gotta finish. I gotta watch season 2 of Spice and Wolf. And then the remake. I want to watch. I started watching Inuyasha, and then I dropped it. Stopped using MAL because the site is poorly managed. I literally only use it for the lists. I'm not involved in the forums or anything. I never was. I was always just like, I always just use it as a tool to keep track of stuff. Been busy. Finally got the rest of my materials for Aya. Ooh, that sounds like fun. One time the site lost its entire database and had to rebuild. Oh, fuck. Oh. Wow. Did not know about that. Damn. That's crazy. I'm glad I wasn't using it for during that time, I guess. Fuck. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, I don't have any current plans for any conventions next year. I'm not going to anything for the rest of this year. Um, I don't think I don't think any other conventions that I know about are happening this year besides like Holiday Matsuri. Maybe one year I'll go to Hallmat. I've heard good things about it. It's cute. It's like a Christmas convention. Then again, I'm pretty sure it happens like on Christmas every year, so I don't know if I would really want to do that. I think I'd rather be home for Christmas. Uh, but yeah, I don't have any current plans to go to any more conventions. It doesn't happen on Christmas. Well, didn't last year it happened like oh, it happens right before okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I remember it happened. I remember it was like yeah, it was like the 22nd. It was like the last day. Okay. All right. I mean, I definitely don't have plans to go this year, but it's something I might want to do eventually. I know that Vichiban was invited there last year, so that's cool. That's very cool. I'm really hoping a lot more VTuber stuff opens up on the East Coast this year. I know Tobias, you went to ANYC and they had a lot of stuff, mostly corpo stuff, but um, they had a lot of VTuber stuff going on there. I'm hoping that opens up to like the indie scene. I'm hoping that maybe we get some rep at Anime Boston. Although Anime Boston I think happens like at the same time as WeebCon, so maybe not because WeebCon is pretty big for VTubers too. Uh, I don't know what else is out here. There's Hallmount. There's what's the one in like the DC area? Katsucon? Is that the one? I think that's the one. Uh, what else is out here? I don't know. But yeah, I'm hoping to. That would be nice to have more VTuber conventions that I could potentially like drive to instead of flying to. Not that Hallmat is like drivable for me necessarily, but I've been to Katsucon. It's not really worth it for the panels or guests. Okay, it's a really good con for cosplayers and photographers. Okay, yeah, that is the demographic of people that I have heard good things about Katsucon from is people who like go there to cosplay, to take pictures, and to get drunk. So there's that. But yeah, maybe ANYC next year will have even bigger VTuber presence. Remains to be seen. I would love to see that though. Um, and yeah, maybe that would be the one East Coast con. Thank you for the head pats. Do they go away after 3 seconds? No, because it just. I, thank you, VTS React. Very cool. I saw Coke for the first time at Katsucon. Wow, that's a cool story, Mark. Gilgamesh the stress tester for real. God, sometimes I feel like I need a third monitor just so that I can have that web page open, so that it won't glitch out like that. Also had tequila for the first time there. How did you like it? Did you fucking hate it? Because same. God, tequila's gross. Is that a cat? Is that a cat duck? Oh, it. Oh, I don't like your face. Oh, that's weird. Look, Tofree's like you. It was no worse than most other alcohol. Okay, that's fair. I really don't like tequila though. It tastes nasty. I'll drink whiskey. I love a good scotch, but I'll drink whiskey. I'll drink scotch. I'll drink bourbon. Drink any kind of whiskey. I'll drink brandies. I'll drink vodkas. I won't drink tequilas. I don't like them. I'll drink sake or soju or anything like that too. Rice wines, I think. But yeah, rum. I'll have some rum. And wine. I like me some wine. I like me a good dry red. That's the kind of wine I like. I don't like basically any white wines because they're all very sweet, or all the ones that I've ever had are very sweet, and I don't like very sweet or wet red wines. I like dry red wines. The Twitch staff is watching this. I live in a place that only has Pepsi stocked, so seeing Coca-Cola for the first time IRL was wild. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's weird how different parts of the world will have different sodas. Drink most as long as it's not cheap crap that's just meant to get you drunk. Well, yeah, but that's like that's the good stuff. I mean, if you're gonna have the good stuff, then like that's you save that stuff. I got a bottle of 12-year Macallan Scotch that my father got me for my birthday last year I think, and I just like I can never find occasion to drink it because it's really good, and I don't want to just like drink it to get drunk, but like that's what that's what it's for. If you're gonna drink the good stuff, that's for like parties or occasions or stuff. But if you're drinking like for like a party, like a get together, not like a dinner party or something, not like a celebration, but like just to fuck around, just to hang out, then that's what the cheap stuff's for. You get like the cheapest, biggest bottle of Jack Daniels or Jim Beam or Absolute vodka or Absolute or Smirnoff, or I think are the big ones. Just like whatever the baseline cheap ass bottle is. Talking crap like Ricola, just bad memory. Oh yeah. Bad. Everybody's got their one bad booze story. I only recently became capable of drinking Fireball again. Not that I would go out of my way to do so, but it was in a cocktail, so. I like to mix beer and Scottish whiskey to make a drink called hopscotch. No, I don't. That. Yeah, well, you wouldn't mix them anyway, so it's a good thing that you followed that up. I would smack you if you're fucking pouring beer into your scotch. Ugh. That's funny though, hopscotch. My brother Cookus has been searching for the ultimate beer. Every time he buys beer, it's something I've never heard of, and it's different every time. And I forget. I think he said like Polish beer is the best that he's had. I think. I might be wrong on that, but one of those is like, yeah, if it comes from this particular place, it's good. That's just like that's what he's learned by drinking a million different beers. Ooh, okay, that was fucking crazy. I'm gonna take you for a ride. Just go to Germany and have real beer. He fucking maybe eventually someday. I don't know. I think all of us would like to travel at some point. Go to Belgium. Ooh, Oktoberfest. Yeah. Oof, I'm getting distracted. I haven't written anything else down on the goals list. Let me delineate this for secret debut stuff. I got those two things I got to set up. Anything else? I did have a checklist here, but yeah, I think that's kind of it. What else do I want to do this month? If I'm gonna do Inktober, I don't want to worry too much about writing. I do want to do some writing, obviously. I want to do like every other week on the website, as was the plan. Stop binging ReZero Season 2 to come to this stream, by the way. You're welcome, because Season 3 drops tomorrow, and time is of the essence. I mean, you don't have to be here. I appreciate you being here, but you don't have to be here. I didn't know there was going to be a Season 3. I didn't watch any of well, that's not true. I watched the first episode of ReZero. Yes, I do. What do you mean? I'm legally obligated? I don't think that's true. If you signed something, I'm pretty sure I didn't write it, so... So that I can do this? Oh my god! He popped me! I was worried nobody was ever gonna do it. I'm just a guy now. For those of you who have not seen me from when I started streaming, this was the first VTuber model that I used. It's also a free model made by Melon Bread, if I recall correctly. This was the guy. This was the guy that I debuted with a year ago in October. Wow. I don't know what to do. This guy doesn't even have any toggles on him, dude. I'm just here now. He's got barely any physics. Oh man. Oh man. It was rudimentary back then, huh? Wow, I have been spoiled by the fucking Starfart model, dude. Yeah, the Starfart model was released by Vienna and Diariku. Quick distraction! Speaking of Vienna. I didn't even plan to do that. I just had to do it for the based. Based. Anyway, well, actually, considering that this model doesn't move around all that much, here, let's take you, put you on my head. There you go. I'm smiling, but you can't tell. Yeah. What the hell was I talking about? I don't even remember anymore. Hat cat or cat hat? I think this is technically a cat hat. Hat cat would be a cat that is a hat. This is a... Wait. This is a cat that I'm using as a hat. A hat cat would be... A hat that's... A cat that's a... Hat would be a... hat that's a... A hat that's a cat that's... A hat would be a... Hat would... The chalice from the palace has the pellet with the poison. The flagon with the dragon has the brew that is true. The chalice from the palace is the pellet with the poison. The flagon with the dragon has the brew that is true. But then they broke the chalice to the palace. They broke the chalice from the palace and replaced it with the vessel with the pestle. So then the vessel with the pestle has the pellet with the poison. The flagon with the dragon has the brew that is true. The voice actor for Oogie Boogie died today. Oh, on October 1st? No, dude, that's so sad. Oh, man. Ken Page. Bro, what an iconic role, right? Like I say Oogie Boogie and you guys can hear him, I bet. Type 1 in chat if you like if you just know Oogie Boogie's voice. Oh, he died yesterday. That's still. I mean, he passed away. That's always sad. See, there we go. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like can't remember. That's okay. It's from the Nightmare Before Christmas. In case that wasn't clear. I'm not even sure I watched it in English. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, actually. You're joking. You're joking. I can't believe my eyes. 70 and passing his sleep. Yeah, yeah. It's a shame, but there are definitely worse ways to go out. God bless, I guess. Best we can do. It's sad. Alright. Well, I've been sitting here and haven't really written any additional goals, so chat, it's your turn. Give me one thing that you want to get done this month. And Tobias, you can't say Inktober, you already used that one. Haha. It's a real head scratcher. Could be a Halloween costume if you don't have one of those yet. That could be a goal, so making a Halloween costume or buying a Halloween costume, whatever. Or putting up Halloween decorations, something like that. That could be a goal. Could be it could be fitness related. We like fitness related goals. I want to get my anime watching list down to the single digits for the first time in years. Well, what? Bro, if I'm not actively watching it, I just move it to my on hold list. My first VJ commission last month? Maybe get a second one this month. Maybe get verified. Hell yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's a good one. That's a good one. I tend to stray away from setting goals that rely on other people. Uh, so like getting a commission it's a good goal to have, but you because you're counting on somebody else to commission you, I tend not to like setting goals that kind of depend on other people. But I think that's definitely a good goal to have, and getting verified is definitely a good goal to have because that's dependent on like not just other people directly, but it's kind of more of a wholesale goal, like getting Twitch partner. Yes, that's dependent on other people for concurrent viewership, but it's also dependent on like your body of work. You have to stream consistently. You have to stream so many days out of a month and stuff like that. It's a good star to aim at, but I would recommend picking something that you have more control over. That's all I want to say. Make a goal to shill your art harder. That works, I guess. I have 19 anime in my watching list, and I'm actively watching like 4. Yeah, that sounds about right. I gotta stretch again. Oh man, my lower back. Ugh. I'm back at studying Discar. Oh, Disgaea. The Disgaea art style. I know about Disgaea. I don't know if I can, like, picture it off the top of my head. I don't know how you feel about this anime. I think you should give VTuber Legend a shot. Which one is that? Because I've heard of one or two VTuber anime. I don't remember which ones. I know there were one or two or more airing at around the same time. I remember hearing about them and seeing a clip or two, but I don't really know which one's which. Can't think of any right now. That's okay. It's about a say-so VTuber that forgets to turn off her streaming. Oh yeah, no, I've seen that one. I've seen that. I've seen the clip of that. I've seen that one. I've seen edits of that one with Bao pasted over. Because yeah, I if you know Bao, I don't have to explain shit. Oh man. Oh. Oh man, big yawn that just snuck up on me. The VTubers in the anime are all pretty yabai by the end. Yeah, I would imagine that. Yeah, because that exactly. Uh, Ooh, I think I heard on Twitter that Matara was doing sober October. That might be a good goal. I don't drink very often, so I mean maybe that wouldn't be necessarily a challenge, but it might be something. It might be something. Maybe if anybody smokes or vapes or drinks or does anything like that, you can try and do that. To me, sober October is just regular October. It goes on this month. I'm drawing a quest board. I'm drawing wanted posters once a day depicting VTubers. Wait, you hold on, wait. Wanted posters of VTubers? That's awesome. I would love to see that. That's so funny. That would be is it like One Piece inspired or just like whatever? Oh, cuz you could no, wait, cuz you could like you could say wanted and then like wanted for specific crimes depending on the VTuber's own lore. Oh my god, dude, that's so cool. Wait, I love that idea. That's so funny. Do that. Please, I'm asking you to do that. Please do that. That would be amazing. That's awesome. I would love to see that. Like oh, like a okay, I get you. I get you. Like a quest board, like a hunt board. Yeah, I see. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, that's so funny. You can't tell because of this model. I got a big smile on my face. That's so cool. Oh, I love that idea. Oh, that's really cool. Can this? Kinda. This model can kinda wink. It's a little finicky. Oh, they're oh. Wait, their eyes are opposite. If I close my right eye, the model closes the model's own right eye, but the cat closes its left eye. Oh, that's weird. That's really weird. Huh. My first model couldn't wink. Yeah. Yeah, the Starfart one can't wink. I don't know if the Pestonini one can. I downloaded the Pestonini one, but I haven't really used it. The Pestonini, for anybody who doesn't know, is Bao's mascot? Question mark? Kind of, not really. But it's another small round creature that she released for free as a model on her Chibi debut, I believe. There's tons of free models out there. If anybody's interested in VTubing, you can check it out. I do specifically recommend the Starfart one because it comes with Lance. It's a Lancer duck. It's a jousting duck. I do specifically recommend the Starfart model because it comes with like a little instructional README that does apply to like VTuber models in general about how to set up toggles, how to do in studio recolors, and a bunch of stuff like that. So I definitely recommend, even if you don't use the model, I definitely recommend downloading the files specifically for that README because that helped me out with a lot of the customization stuff. And you can apply that logic to other models as well. Like I could probably change the color of this little gray boy. I like him being gray though, so I don't know if I want to do that. Name him Lancelot, we could. Percival's also good. Basically, any Knight of the Round Table would probably be a good name for the Lance duck. I guess I'll just write down exercise 3 times a week again. Just to, because we did a good job last month. I want to maintain that good job for this month. So I'll write it down again just so that it's there. And same thing with the consistent cross-platform content. What else? What else? What else? We want to make goals that are going to be building on top of our previous successes. That's what we want. We want goals that are going to build on top of our previous successes, maintain that level of consistent creation, and we want to work on we want to work on stuff that we didn't get done. We want to work on stuff that we did get. We want to continue working on stuff that we did get done, and we want to maybe come up with a few new things to do as well. That said, I think that's a pretty decent balance. I've got the first 2 things are stuff that we didn't end up doing last month, stuff that we did not successfully finish last month that I'm going to successfully finish this month. We got 1 thing that's new, which is the Inktober, and then we've got 2 things that we did successfully do last month, but I want to continue to successfully do through this month. Write a short story a week. That could be one short story per week. That could be something. Might not be a bad idea with NaNoWriMo coming up. Yeah. We could do something like that. And we can use the new writing and reading category on Twitch. And we can do the writing on stream. I think that might be a good idea. 1 short story per week. That'd be pretty good. Gotta kind of define short story though, because I tend to want projects to go bigger than they should be. Well, not necessarily bigger than they should be, but like you say short story, I think like novella. You say novel, I think 150,000 word epic. But yeah, that's just me. No more than 6K words. Hmm, that's doable. If I'm in a really in the past when I was in a very focused mood, I could do 6K words in a day. I could do 6K words in like 6 hours. When I was really when I really had it. No less than 1,000 and no more than 6,000. Okay, let me make a little indent here. Uh, so it'd be more than 1,000. Less than. No, hold on, I did that wrong. More than 1,000. Less than 6,000. Try to get it. I almost forgot my mathematical notation. I almost said more than 1,000, but less than 6,000, which is not possible. No, no, I said that backwards. I almost said more than 6,000, but less than 1,000. Yeah. Did I say that the first time? I don't know. It is in negative world. Yeah, right. If those numbers were negative, true. Um. All right. So with that, oh, you got 6 goals plus 2 secret ones. That might be a lot. That might be a bit of a handful. We got 2 failures from last month, 2 successes that I want to maintain from last month, and 2 newbies that I want to do for this month, and then 2 debut related things that I'm going to keep secret. Excuse me. I don't know. That might be it. That might be a good. That might be a good. It feels like. See, I constantly want to do more, but my actual goal for this month is going to be hard to drop 15 pounds. Yeah, that's going to be tough. 15 pounds in 1 month. That's tough. I I think when I was heavy into keto and fitness and dieting, I think I was able to drop something like 10 pounds in 2 weeks. But I was only eating like meat. I had like basically no carbohydrates. My body was a machine for that time. I have never been able to drop that much weight in that short a time since then. It takes a lot of focus, takes a lot of dedication. That is definitely a hard thing to do. My advice is to go on walks, because that's if you get your step count to 10,000 or more every day, That'll be your best bet. The diet's important too. It only works if you got diet and exercise, but definitely, depending on who you are, one of those is going to be easier than the other. For me, the exercise is easier than the diet because I can just kind of get up and go and do exercises. But when it comes to food, I'm usually like I just kind of eat whatever. Like it's hard for me to die. I have to really put a lot more mental energy into, okay, what am I going to eat today? Should I be eating this? Can I like have a cheat day this week or something? Have I been on track? Stuff like that. Um, for a lot of other people, the diet is the easy part. It's like, oh well, I'll just cut out sweets. I don't eat that many sweets as it is. But getting the motivation to actually do the exercises is the hard part. Hello. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Uh, heavier you are, the easier it is to drop weight. Right now, I can technically drop like 5 pounds in a week doing nothing but watching what I eat. Downside to that is the more you lose, the harder it is to keep losing. I think I found something similar back when I first started my weight loss journey. Like I said, back when I was like weighing in at 230 ish, that it was easier to shed the first 10, 15, 30 pounds than it was the remaining 20 to get down to 180. I think there's maybe some truth to that. That said, everybody's built differently. So something that worked for me might only work for me. It might not work for everybody else. And everybody's got different schedules and stuff too. So sometimes you can't really afford to go to the grocery store and get like healthy diet food, or you can't always afford to like go to the gym and stuff like that. Whether it's cost in money or cost in time. Reason for that is because your body burns calories just existing, and the more of you there is, the more it burns by just. Huh. I never thought about it like that, but that makes total sense. The more of you that exists, the more calories it takes to make you exist. I've never thought about that. That makes perfect sense, but I never thought about that. That's crazy. My throat hurts. I gotta start taking my medicine, my allergy meds, because it's fall now. I think a basal metabolic rate is that you burn 3,300 calories a day doing nothing. You have to eat 3,300 plus to stay the same weight. Right. But then you have to eat less than 3,300 in order to lose weight, which is easier to do than someone who only burns 2,000 a day, for example. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because it's easier to stay under 3,300 than it is to stay under 2,000. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, what's this? Sorry, I've discovered something. I was just idly checking the time, and then I got a notification from something that I didn't expect to get a notification from. Oh, V card. Or also, the less you weigh, the easier it is to exercise because there's less of you to move around. Right, less impact on your joints, less weight that you need to carry if you're going on walks. I figured that one out practically because I own a 30-pound weighted vest, and when I lost those first 30 pounds, when I went from 230 down to 200, I was like, okay, let me put this on and see what I was working with, and I was like, oh my god, the difference is insane. It's so you don't notice it because it's your body. Like you'll notice it deforming if you're like losing weight. You'll notice your body like changing shape, but you won't feel the weight difference. It'll just you'll just like get stronger and things will just like be you'll just feel generally better. But yeah, it's weird. Alright, all that said, it's about 8 o'clock. I think we're kinda done setting goals. Setting definite goals, anyway. I do want to play more spooky games because it is October. I want to, I don't know. I do have a couple of games on my calendar that I know are coming out this month that I do really want to play. Next week is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Excited for that. The following week, we got a game called Neva that I definitely want to play. Maybe I can re-debut this month. Hey yo, Tobias debut. Are you gonna have another PNG, are you gonna have like a? Don't tell me. No, actually, don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Don't tell me. Don't tell me shit. But yeah, games that I'm aware of that are coming out this month that I definitely want to play. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Neva, or Neva, Neva. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I know how to spell it. And Sonic and Shadow Generations. Uh, two of those come out on a Friday. The other one comes out on a Tuesday. But I do want to play specifically like horror-oriented games. Maybe like Resident Evil or something, or maybe Castlevania. Um, I don't know, like stuff that I haven't done before. Maybe some like indie horror games that are pretty good. I'll have to kind of I can probably check out Lena's Discord and see what she's up to. She does a lot of indie horror stuff, so she tends to know. She tends to be able to find the good stuff pretty easily. Lena's a pretty good resource for that. She does retweet a lot of horror projects as well. Castlevania, yeah, because I think I got the Castlevania like bundle. That's like the first 4 games or something. I think I have that. And then there was a new one that came out, the Castlevania Advanced Collection or whatever. It's got another handful of those games. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'll have to do some research, see what's around, see what I have already that we can play, and then see play Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. It has zombies. I watched a full playthrough of that game. Cinder did a one sitting playthrough of Repop on her channel when it launched. God, I love Suda51. He's so fucking weird, dude. Grasshopper Manufacturer. He's got Lollipop Chainsaw. You got No More Heroes. You got that one third-person shooter game where you got a really long pistol that's named Johnson or something. I forget what it's called. I don't know. Suda51 is a crazy person, and I love him for it. It's great. Goichi Suda. No More Heroes is insane and funny. Yeah, I love that. Love No More Heroes. I never got around to playing the third one. I have it. I bought it. I have it physical, and I never fucking played it because I'm so good at buying games, and I'm so bad at playing them, dude. Oh, there is another game that I found the other day. Buff Pup retweeted it, and it looks like I'm not going to beat the allegations again, but also the gameplay is it looks kind of right up my alley, actually, so I kind of wanted to check it out. There is a demo available. I forget what it's called, but I bookmarked it, so I'll have to check it out. Yeah, we can play that's free. What's that? Five Nights at Freddy's? We did that already. Yume Nikki. No, yeah, Yume Nikki Dream Diary. Is that like... No, I'm thinking of Mirai Nikki. That's the anime. Excuse me. Yeah, Yume Nikki. That yeah, that's the RPG Maker one, right? That old... Well, not old, but like... Is that... Hold on. Let me look this up, make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Yeah, this one. What's Dream Diary then? Oh, the remake. Oh. Yeah, we could do that. This game came out in 2018. Why did I think this came out in like 2012? That's crazy. I'll use that word here. What word is that? Old. Oh. Yeah. Well. I try not to use that word because it reminds me of myself. Alright. I just saw the game, you're not beating those allegations. Yeah, that's what I mean. But, like, did you see the gameplay, though? Because like, it's like an action RPG. That's, like, exactly my type of game. But, yeah, the character designs, I'm not fucking beating the allegations. It's so unfortunate. But they are, like, small, cute, little furry characters instead of... Well, I mean, I guess they... I'm not beating the allegations, man. I'm not... It's not my fault. Humanity came out in 2004. Oh. Okay, so that's... I see. I see. Mod is an ad jail. Yeah, that's... Being a moderator does not automatically give you an ad-free experience on the channel. That's weird. That is actually weird, isn't it? I never thought about that before. We're playing Darkwood. That one rings a bell too. Yeah, I think it should. I think being a mod should, like, maybe not necessarily auto sub you to the channel, although that would probably be good also. But like, yeah, it shouldn't. You should get an ad-free viewing experience if you're a mod. I feel like that's kind of important to being a mod. Yeah. Let me... Was it Darkwood? Oh, yeah, I've seen this before, too. Yeah, I'm not too big on, like, the top-down type stuff. It does have a nice aesthetic, though. Whoa! Clay, thank you so much for the gift sub. Hell yeah. That's very kind of you. Oh god, the ducks are freaking out. Relax. Okay. Anyway, I filtered my games to see the horror ones, and fucking Cookie Clicker is there? Does Cookie Clicker count as psychological horror? I don't... Who gave birth to the gremlins? I don't know. It's always John, I think. He reproduces asexually through budding. It's mitosis. It does have the Grandma Apocalypse. That sounds like a horror element. Darkwood, what was the other one? There was another one... Let me open my Steam really quick. There's another one that I know of. I think I have it here somewhere. Yeah, Unforgiving, A Northern Hymn. That's very, like, indie horror, uh, Nordic, like, Icelandic, myth and legend type thing. I've seen gameplay of that. That's something that might actually be very good for us here because of the folklore aspect of it. That might be something we definitely should check out. I think I also have like Outlast and stuff. Play milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. I think I have also heard of that, and I'm not sure if I want to play it. Yeah, I got Outlast. I got Outlast 2. I played Outlast once, way back when I tried to be a YouTuber, and oh boy, was that shit scary. So, there's that. I got Alien Isolation, if anybody wants to see that. I've played through that whole game before, though. As opposed to Outlast, which I had never finished. How long will it take for this to come up if I just search milk? There's a free game just called Milk. Oh, no, but it's there, yeah. Milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk? Hello? What? How about Love Sam? I do not think so. It does not ring a bell. Alone in your room, you see a diary sitting on your desk. It wants to tell you a story about a high school crush, a story about a small town romance, a story about how everyone is against you and nobody will ever love you again. Ooh. That kind of sold me, actually. That's pretty good. Alright, and milk inside a bag of milk. Uh, whoa. No, it's a couple bucks. That's not bad. $5. I could pay $5. Yeah, milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk looks like the kind of it looks like a horror VN. Ooh, Slay the Princess. I hear a lot of good things about that, but I've been intentionally avoiding spoilers because I did want to do it on the channel one day. That just reminded me of that. Not that we have any shortage of visual novel or visual novel adjacent games to play, because there's still the CL route of Tsukihime and all three routes of Fate Stay Night that we're going to have to get through. But I think I might want to hold off on Fate Stay Night until November, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. Heard that one? Yeah, I've heard very good things. Several people sing the praises of Slay the Princess. I know Joel being one of them for sure. I've heard him ranting and raving about it on at least one occasion. All right, so we got a decent handful to choose from here. I would like to check out something new, some new indie thing that's dropping, but I will have to do some research about that. I think see what's the haps on like Itch.io or something. Apparently, Steam is having a turn-based RPG fest, and Baldur's Gate is featured, but it's not on sale. Thanks. Ooh, what's Oh fuck! What was the name of that game? Oh fuck! Was it Darkest Dungeon? Is that what it was called? Yeah, Darkest Dungeon. I have that too. We could play that. I think I think I would like to try Baldur's Gate 3 eventually. I put it off when it came out because I didn't really care, because my whole philosophy was, well, I've played D&D before. Why would I pay $60 to just play D&D again when I have all the stuff to do it for free? But like, I don't know. Not, kind of feel like I'm kind of feel like I short sold the game. Kind of feel like I'm maybe missing out on some stuff. I don't know. Might do it. Might get around to it eventually. Maybe not. Probably not, knowing me. But I'll just go watch some tricky VODs or something. We are big chilling out here. I love this stream. This is the goal setting stream for that reason. It's a chill time. We're just shooting the shit, brainstorming some ideas of stuff to do for the rest of the month. Key point that was often brought up at release: you can fuck the bear. Yeah, apparently you can also fuck the squid. Look, who measures there? You just fell out of the sky. Ah. Oh, in other news, if you haven't been on Twitter recently, people have been talking about that raid viewership now counts toward partner numbers for CCV. Counts towards CCV for partner numbers achievement. So that's pretty exciting. A lot of people are talking about that. That will make it easier for affiliates who are close to getting partner to get partner, and hopefully a lot of other smaller streamers as well will reap the benefits of that, because people are going to be more apt to start raiding because it's actually going to make a difference. Not that it didn't make a difference before, but you know, it'll be easier for people who are close to getting partner or trying to get partner actively. It'll be easier for them to gauge the impact of raids, which I think is definitely a positive thing. That's just something that just popped right back into my head just now for some reason. So that's exciting. I don't know. Partner seems like a long term goal for us here. We're still a small community, and I'm okay with that. But obviously, I would like to grow. I've talked about this before. Obviously, I would like to grow, but I don't ever want to set, like I was saying before, I don't want to set a goal that's going to rely on other people to achieve. You know, I don't want to say, oh, I want to get partner by this date, or I want to get partner by the end of the year, or anything like that, because that's not necessarily up to me. Like it is, like it'll depend on how well I'm doing, but it's also up to a minimum of 75 strangers, because that's the minimum CCV for achieving partner. It would be up to a minimum of 75 strangers to stick around for up to or more than 3 months. Up to or more than, by which I mean at least, if I knew how to speak properly. So it's one of those things where technically it's so heavily dependent on other people that I don't want to set a strict goal about it. Even though a majority of that goal is and does have to do with me putting in the work. That said, though, what we do on a regular basis, everything except for concurrent viewership, has more often than not met the requirements for partner. So that is more or less the only thing we're missing. But that's not something that I want to worry about, really. It is a positive thing that raid viewership is going to have a greater impact on that, but again, it's not crazy relevant for us here. Unless we start getting raided regularly by people who have partner numbers to raid out with, and those people start sticking around, which I don't want to count on. I don't expect that. I'm not going to count on that, obviously. Consistent peeps is the most uncontrollable. Exactly. That's what I mean, because it's relying on other people, and other people, they may not like the vibe here. They may not be able. They may only have a limited time to like hang out, and they have like their one streamer that they watch. Like it's not. It would be irresponsible of me for my own mental well-being to set a strict goal for something that relies on other people. That said, a boy can dream. Oh, the nerd and the businessman have had an encounter, and Gabe bears witness. Look at the woolly mammoth duck frozen in the ice. Fascinating. How is the puck standing up on end like that? Who did that? Put that back. It's supposed to be laying down. What the fuck? Okay. Well, I think we've had some pretty productive conversations here today. Let's do one last look at our list here for games to potentially play this month. Yume Nikki, Unforgiving, Northern Hymn, Outlast 2 if we finish Outlast 1, Love Sam, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, Slay the Princess, and Darkest Dungeon. And of course, I'm sure there are more, and we'll find more to play, and we might not even get through all the ones on that list, but that's what we've got. And for the goals set for this month, we've got the video project that I've been working on. I want to get that done, absolutely done, finished, uploaded, perfected before the end of this month, as soon as possible. Sushi Duck. We've got the Call Little Lore Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Chapter 2 is almost done. Chapter 3 is more or less done. It's just a matter of like getting it down on a page. Inktober, one drawing every day, following the prompts on the site. Exercise 3 times a week. And consistent cross-platform uploads of shorts content. Those two were achieved goals from last month. And one short story a week, and I think that's something that we might. That's something that I think I want to try to do on stream, is writing a short story on stream with you guys, so that we can kind of brainstorm it, share ideas a little bit, make it ours, not just mine. I think that could be a fun thing to do. And stipulation for the short stories is being between 1,000 and 6,000 words. I feel like 1,000 is not nearly enough. But that's the idea. Those are the goals for this month. And I think that we have made some pretty good progress. I think that we've done a pretty good job of setting those up. So, let's see who's up to what here. A lot of people are online tonight. Taking suggestions. If anybody has a Tales of the Red Leaves, ooh, cute. Anybody has a suggestion for who we want to raid tonight? I want to try and aim for somebody who's got low view numbers, or is maybe. I want to aim for somebody who's maybe partner pushing, or. I mean, more often than not, I like to raid out to people who are around our size, or in our little friend group, like Kage or Bure or Chewy or Tolk or whoever. Let's see. Off to sleep. Have a good night, Clay. Thanks for sticking around, and thanks for sharing your your ideas, your goals. I look forward to seeing your work. Can't think of any. Yeah, there's a lot of people to choose on. Stream so you could rate me, but headache, like literal headache. Not that it would be. Yeah, no, yeah, I got that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea. Mexican from my community is playing Alien Isolation. Post a name in the chat. I'll check them out. Go for it. Manny Crescent. Oh, he's not even affiliate yet. Yeah, hell yeah, we're going over there. All right. Love this shit. All right, everybody, hop on the raid train. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for sharing your goals with me, and thank you for your suggestions for games to play and stuff like that. Follow the socials to be updated on the schedule and all of that stuff. We do have the rest of this week planned out, but next week we might get started on a couple of those spooky games. Thank you for streaming. Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to thank me for streaming. That makes me shy. Thanks for the pop redeem. This is fun. That was a thing. That was crazy. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? Are we doing writing? Are we doing Hades? I forget. Follow me on Twitter to follow me on Twitter to know for sure. 75k more for another. Wait, what? Huh? What? Yeah, there you go. Thank you guys again. Be nice, have fun. Remember to raid Leaf, but don't be too spammy. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I forgot what we're doing, but we'll be here.